Hello and welcome. Today, we're jumping right into a huge topic, understanding the principles of AI management. You see, we're all in the middle of this massive AI revolution, but let's be honest, for a lot of organizations, it feels a little bit like chaos. So today, we're going to build the playbook you need to turn all that potential into real, lasting success. And that quote really nails it, doesn't it? AI is not just some cool tech experiment anymore, something tucked away in an R&D lab. No way! It's the engine that's literally driving everything, from our big strategic decisions to our day-to-day innovations. It's become a totally fundamental part of doing business. But here's the billion-dollar question. An engine without a driver? That's just a runaway train. And an AI engine that's uncontrolled is pure chaos. It's risky, it's unpredictable, and it can fly off the rails in a heartbeat. Think about biased hiring tools or financial models that go completely haywire. This is exactly why having a structured, disciplined approach isn't just a nice idea anymore, it's an absolute must. So, how do we actually avoid that runaway train? Well, it all starts by recognizing that something fundamental has shifted. We're now in a phase where managing AI isn't just an IT problem to solve. It is a strategic imperative for the survival of the business. Honestly, organizations that don't get this right risk being left in the dust. And this right here, this is the core idea for our entire explainer. Just picture it. You're building this magnificent skyscraper. That's all your ambitious AI projects, but you're building it on a foundation of loose sand. Sure, it might look impressive for a little while, but we all know it is absolutely destined to collapse. That is the very real danger of adopting AI without a solid plan. So how do we get off the sand and onto solid ground? The answer is what we call the AI management framework. I want you to think of this as the architectural blueprint, the steel beams and the concrete foundation that you need to support all of your AI ambitions, not just safely, but effectively. Now, I know this definition sounds a little formal, but look at the words here. It's not just about writing code. It's a comprehensive discipline. It covers the entire life cycle, from the very first spark of an idea and strategy, all the way through to making sure that AI is running securely, ethically, and effectively, day in and day out. It's all about total oversight. And here's what that life cycle looks like, broken down into 4 key stages. You start with strategic planning. That's where you ask the big why. Why are we even using AI here? What business problem does it solve? Then you move into robust development. After that, you've got secure deployment, getting it out into the real world. But, and this is so important, it doesn't stop there. Continuous monitoring is absolutely key to make sure it keeps working the way it's supposed to and doesn't start, drifting into weird, unexpected behavior. All right, so that's the what. Now let's get into the how. We're going to shift from the theory to the actual practice by looking at the real, tangible pillars that hold up a strong AI management framework. Here they are, the 7 pillars, and they're all connected. You can almost think of them in 3 layers. First, you have your direction. That's your strategy and vision. Then you have the engine room. That's your data and your model development, or MLOps. And finally, you have the guardrails. That's governance, ethics, talent, and ongoing monitoring. For this to work, they all have to be working together, in sync. Let's do a quick deep dive on a couple of these, and we have to start with the one that holds everything else up: data. It really is this simple. The quality of your AI will never be better than the quality of its data. It's the lifeblood of every single model you'll ever build. Garbage in, garbage out. It's as true today as it ever was. And this is the reality check. On the left, you see the challenges that, frankly, most organizations are wrestling with right now. Messy data, biased data, data stuck in different silos. The goal is to get to what you see on the right. That means creating automated, robust data pipelines that make sure your data is clean, secure, and compliant with big regulations like GDPR. That's how you create what we call AI-ready data. Okay, for our second deep dive, governance. So if data is the lifeblood, think of governance as the skeleton. It's the essential structure that gives your AI initiatives strength and makes sure they're moving in a responsible, ethical way. It's how you ensure all this powerful tech is actually being used for good. And I love how this slide breaks it down. The principles on the left, transparency, accountability, fairness, these are the values you commit to. They're your North Star. But the best practices on the right, that's how you make them real. This isn't just about talk. It's about action. It's about creating a real AI governance board, bringing in people from legal, from IT, from ethics, to make the tough calls and conduct regular audits. So I know what you might be thinking. This sounds like a lot of work. Why go through all this trouble? Well, because a structured approach isn't just about avoiding disaster, it's about unlocking incredible rewards. Let's look at the powerful business case for getting this right. This table just lays it out so clearly. Maximizing your ROI isn't just wishful thinking. It's about directly tying every single AI dollar to a business goal. Mitigating risk? That saves you from catastrophic fines and PR nightmares. But for me, the most important one on this list is building trust. Because when your customers, your employees, and your regulators trust what you're doing, you earn a license to innovate and lead. And building on that solid foundation of trust and structure is exactly what prepares you for what's coming next. Because the world of AI is not standing still for anyone. Having a solid management framework is what lets you adapt, evolve, and lead the pack. Right now, today, we're seeing this explosion of multimodal AI, systems that can understand text, images, and audio all at once. But just around the corner is agentic AI. We're talking about autonomous AI systems that can handle complex, multi-step tasks all on their own. And as these systems get more and more powerful, the need for explainable AI, or XAI, becomes unbelievably critical. We have to have the ability to look inside that black box and understand why an AI made the decision it did. Which brings us right back to our central question. AI isn't some far-off future concept anymore. It is here, it is now, it is reshaping our world as we speak. So you really have to ask yourself, is your organization building its AI future on the shifting sands of a chaotic ad hoc approach? Or are you laying down the solid strategic foundation of AI management that you need to build something that will truly last?